Hello everybody, today we're going to look at the servo again, and there is a different type of servo called a continuous servo, and we're going to have a look at that, which would allow you to constantly rotate the servo in a clockwise and anti-clockwise direction, and it will actually allow you to adjust the speed of it as well. So we're going to go into a new project. This is actually our 21st 21, and I'm just going to call it continuous servo motor control. Okay, so we've done that. Create. Okay, and as usual, then we're just going to pop in your name there in the top one just to show who you are. Okay, we won't need forever, so you can get rid of that. We need an input on button A. Now, when we're dealing with servos, as we remember in the last video, we don't usually have the icon here, so we need to look for the extensions, which is right down the bottom on the plus, and we need to look for the all-in-one board is the one we usually use. That allows us to make the microbit into something that we can use. So hit search on that. Done search. Yeah, there it is there on the left hand side. So that pops it up, and then that will give you a new kind of like a crocodile or a button here, a little motor. And second one down, I think, is servos. There it is there. So click on servos, drop that in. Okay, now I actually will want, I'm going to duplicate all of that if I can. There it is, sorry, hard to do it on the phone. Duplicate, hit it again, duplicate. Okay, so duplicate, right there you go. Alright, so we just grab that, drop it over there, and drop that there. So now, so we change that to A, B, and change this then to AB. Okay, now with the continuous servo, and we'll talk about it in a minute there, then when we're dealing with a continuous servo, we have to think of it slightly differently than the ordinary servo. 90 is actually the stop point. So if I hit button B and I change that to 90, button B will actually make it stop. So on button B, 90 is stop point. So to the left then is anti-clockwise, and to the right of that is clockwise. So if I want to go clockwise as fast as I can, I'd go into servo 1 and change that to 180, and it goes up to 180. Whereas if I want to go anti-clockwise, I need to go to less than 90, and the further I go away from 90, the faster it goes. So if I change that, just say for instance to 85, that will mean it will slowly go anti-clockwise. Okay, so I'll say that again. When you're dealing with a continuous servo, you got to think of it slightly different. 0, when it's stopped, is 90, and from 90 to 180 is going clockwise, and the further you get to 180, the faster it goes, and then from 90 back to 0, it's going anti-clockwise, and again, the further you get to 0, the faster it goes. So we can download that program, and I'll just pop over now to the camera, and we'll see this in action hopefully. Okay, so I have it set up here. I have this little servo here. Now it will say on it continuous servo, as opposed to the other one. It won't. The other one just says servo on it. This one actually will say continuous servo on it. And you'll also know because there's a little small screw on the bottom of it, and I explain that now in a minute when I come to it. There's no screw on the bottom of this one, and that's to do a fine adjustment. So if I hit reset on that here, oh sorry, I need to turn it on. So I just have the servo connected to number 1 as we told it to. SV1 in there, you can just see it. SV1. It's connected to SV1. My 9 volt is powering it up there. So again, if I hit the reset button, it goes Mr. R. And I'll just look at this. So on A, we want it to go as fast as it can in a clockwise direction. Oh, sorry, it must be going anti-clockwise. It's going anti-clockwise, isn't it? Okay. B will stop it. Now you see the way it's jutting there, keeps moving. So I can actually adjust that now with my little screw underneath, and that will stop it in position now. It just seemed to stop there on its own accord there, right? So if I hit AB now, it will go in the opposite direction. Okay. So stop again. See the way it's kind of jutting, it still moves forward there. I need to just calibrate that with a little screw underneath until that exactly stops. Okay. So again, if I hit AB, then it'll go in the opposite direction at a different speed. So continuous servers is just a little bit more tricky than the other server. So you see it's after adjusting a good bit there. So I could, if I got my little screwdriver there now, I'd be able to adjust that guy until it stops moving. Okay, so we'll just try that again there. So you can see it's jutting forward there now. Again, it's hard to do it with holding the camera and the screwdriver. So I hit A, B, A, fast as I can, A, B, and B. Now it's stopped back in its right position. Okay, so you can, there's a little bit of adjustment on this. Okay, and that's the continuous server. So you got to think of it as 90 is the 90 is the center point and where it stopped, and everything to the left then or to the right, depending on what value you put in, it's either going to go faster or slower in a clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. Okay, you see the little motors going again. I have another little adjustment to do on that. Okay, so that's number 21, the continuous server.